Let's talk about some news first, though, and I want to ask you about Doug Fister and the fact that they have reached an agreement with him. No, they need some pitching, so this will help them out. What did you feel like was the reaction from the news?
Sure. I mean, I think it's a signing that makes a lot of sense for the Angels. You know, Fister is a guy who's been around for 8 seasons. He's been pretty effective over his career, so it was kind of surprising to see him go unsigned over the winter. Mm-hmm. I think he makes a lot of sense for the Angels, who have lost Garrett Richards and Tyler Skaggs from the rotation. In place of them, they have J.C. Ramirez, who's a kind of converted reliever, mm-hmm. and they also have Alex Meyer, who's a rookie. So I think bringing in Fister is really going to give them that veteran presence in the rotation, and I think he's going to end up helping them down the road.
Yeah, the wild thing about this Angels team is that they've used 21 pitchers through the season's first 6 weeks, although pitching coach and the managers are saying, hey, listen, this isn't really that different from what happened last season, so we're kind of used to this. But how do you see that actually being an advantage to them this season rather than a disadvantage?
I think that it gives them an opportunity to kind of get a sense of what they have in-house. I think that going into the season, we kind of knew that the Angels' pitching depth wasn't that great, and I think that that's been tested really early on. Mm-hmm. I think it's pretty impressive that they've managed to kind of keep their heads above water, even without their ace, who's Garrett Richards, even without Tyler Skaggs, and even with a bunch of injuries to their bullpen. You know, Houston Street, Cam Bedrosian, and Andrew Bailey are all on the disabled list, but I think that the bullpen has mostly held its own, despite the fact that they've been asked to pitch a lot of innings kind of behind this rotation. So I think that there's still some upside down the road once those guys start to come off the disabled list. We'll see what happens.